Now I can record. I had the thing on backwards. I do that occasionally. I haven't made a video in quite a while, and I haven't posted anything on YouTube videos. Time's been hard. I've had a lot of people ask me comments about my videos. You know, what are you doing that for? What's the thing? Well, it's truth. All of it's the truth. Whether you believe it or not, agree with it, or like it, it's truth. And you would never understand that unless you've had to go through it. And trust me, you don't want to go through it. It's not fun. So, some people have been asking me lots of questions about different things. And so I figured I'd make a video. Hopefully I can get it as short as I can. People have asked me, do you really think the government's doing this stuff? Do you really think it's a coincidence? It's not hard to figure out. Other people have asked me, they said, man, you keep making remarks about population and overpopulation, and they got a plan and they're going to do something. You know, and they're asking me, and they're like, you don't really believe that, do you? Yeah, it's the truth. They do have a plan. The operation has begun. It will not be stopped. To do anything, you need a cover story, and they already have a very good one. And I told a certain friend of mine about that, and he said, you really think they'll get away with it? And I said, well, the day after it happened and nobody in mass questioned it, they got away with it right then. Yeah, they'll get away with it. And somebody else asked me, they said, do you really think overpopulation is a major concern and problem? Yeah, it is. The Population Balance Control Commission was formed in, I think it was 1903 by presidential decree. Now, there was no population problem then, like today, but there was, because they didn't have refrigeration, high-speed transport. Country wasn't developed and as technical as it is today. So even though the population was very small then, compared to what it is today, yeah, there was a problem. In another 15 to 25 years, if it takes that long, the population will double on the planet. You can't take care of, feed, clothe, medically care for, and house and employ the people you have today. If you ran a business like we run the world, the business would have went broke several hundred years ago. So it has to be dealt with, and there is no pretty solution to solve it. That's the reason for the necessity of the very effective, all-explaining cover story. So, yeah, it's real. They'll do it. There was a time when I cared about people, but that time has passed. I know my home has been entered using master keys and master unlock codes for combination dial and rotary locks. That's a simple standard operation. A handler teaches you that. Have I been poisoned? Yes. I think there are a lot of people that know it. And they know I know it. And they know others know it. And I think they did it for two reasons. First, because I pissed them off when I said, screw the politicians, save the people. I was wrong about that. I apologize. It isn't the politicians that are the problem. They're not angels, but the people are much worse. Who's been coming in my house and taking stuff? The people. Who's been putting stuff in my food? The people. Who has ruined my life? The people. Now, I know some people are going to say, well, yeah, man, but the government asked them to do it. But they could have said no. They could have said, no, I don't know him. He's never wronged me. I won't do it. But that proves to me that when I said save the people, I was wrong. People are not worth saving. They are the problem. And there are billions of them. And they would do it to you just as fast as they've done it to me. They would even do it to the politicians. So the politicians did not steal my stuff. They did not infect me. They did not wrong me, falsely accuse me. Those crimes and wrongs have been committed by my fellow man. You know, the fellow man that I said build a bunker to save, screw the politicians. Well, screw the fucking people, save the politicians. They're the much lesser of two evils. So, I know they're watching this. That's why I'm making the video. I was wrong about saving the people. That was a bad thing. The people are not really worth saving. Now, there are some good ones, maybe 10%, possibly 20%, but not much more than that. And as people multiply, and they do, just like anything, any life form will multiply, it's gotten way out of hand, and it will get much worse, and it always causes collapse. Ants are the only other species that I know of that make war besides people, and they do it to keep the population in check. This keeps the government in structure. Ants have a government. They have guards, they have workers, they have army ants. Ants actually have a very structured form of government, and by making war to keep the population in check, this is how they've maintained control and stayed alive. And humanity has failed that. And I know it's cruel, but stop and ask yourself a question. Are the people that you're crying for, which I one time did, would they cry for you? Would they help you? Or would they stick their hands in your pocket when you're laying on the street dead and take your money and cigarettes and say, never liked him anyway? That's most likely what they would do. So why should you care about them? They damn sure don't care about you. Their actions and the way they treat you are living proof of that. And this is a very hard, cold, and cruel lesson that I've learned over the past 7 years. I was wrong. People are not worth being saved. A small percentage of them. I'd like the cure. There's a guy that I know that made the remark, he said, maybe they just like screwing with you. Well, that's rather obvious. They don't want me dead or I'd be dead already. And another person said, maybe they want you to go to work for them and do some problems. Well, they generally have assets to take care of problems. That way they don't get their hands dirty. Would that bother me? To a point. I don't think they really care about that. I think they want me to join them, do certain things. And after what I've been through, I simply don't give a shit about the people anymore. So I wanted to make this video to say hello after my absence for a while and let you know I'm sorry. I was wrong. People aren't worth being saved. Not the majority of them anyway. And I'd like the cure. Come see me. Make me an offer. I no longer cry for the people. I've been told by several people, including a few family members, the FEMA man gave you good advice when he said don't cry for your friends and neighbors. Cry for yourself. They did tell me that. And several people have told me, said, John, that's good advice, you should take it. Well, it is good advice, and I have taken it. I'm concerned about the good people and the future of humanity. Another question people have asked me is, do I really believe that secret societies have run the world? Well, if they didn't run the world, then they have been. And we're better off because of it, really, for all of its faults. If the common people would have been running it, you would have run it into the ground and destroyed it thousands of years ago. So, be grateful, because intelligent, wealthy, and connected people have done a much better job, even though you don't agree with it, than you could have ever done. And you would have already destroyed it. So we're probably still alive because of that. Just wanted to say hi and let you know a few things. Probably be in touch with you later. My original intentions with my YouTube channel was to explain mechanic work, gas and diesel engines, theory, etc. like that. So I don't have an expensive high-tech operation, but there are very few old school mechanics like me left that are truly knowledgeable. And we're getting older and dying out. I'm 58, and life don't go on forever. So if possible, I'm going to try and do what I originally intended with my YouTube channel and, teach engine theory and stuff like that, which probably is within my potential and realm to do. I mean, as far as the skill and knowledge and experience, yeah, that's no problem. Pretty much an expert at that stuff. There's not many old school guys like me left. And I hate making cigarettes out of pipe tobacco. They never stay lit. But that is life. So this is El Diablo, Uncle Johnny, saying hello and wishing decent people a good day. The riffraff and scum, don't give a shit about them anymore. They are the problem. They're the ones who have ruined my life. And I know who you are. I've always known. I know who you are, how you do it, where you do it, when you do it, the way you do it. I know that. I know all about Blue Bonnet and your handlers. I see them in your yard all the time. You never fooled me. You tricked me. I suspected for a long time. I just wanted you to know. But Agent Man, I'm sorry about the things I said. I was wrong about that. I think they wanted to teach me a lesson and punish me. Well, you've punished me all right. You did show me the error of my ways. You showed me very brutally that I was wrong about being concerned about the people. I still make a pretty damn mean cup of coffee. Have a nice day, decent people. See you again sometime. Bye.